Thank you for tuning in to Not Just Girl Talk with Tiffany and Ashanti. Make sure you got a beverage in your hand. Sit back, relax, and engage with us. Cool. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Welcome to another episode of Not Just Girl Talk. I am your host, Ashanti.
And I'm your host, Tiffany.
And thank y'all for tuning in week after week after week to listen to us. Yes, thank y'all so much for the engagement, for the love. We definitely appreciate it so much. Thank you for our supporters, for telling a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about Not Just Girl Talk. So before we get into it, we're gonna let Tiffany let y'all know where y'all can tell y'all friends, tell their friends to reach us.
Right. So make sure you guys follow us on IG at not just girl underscore talk. Again, that's IG at not just girl underscore talk. We are also available on Facebook at not just girl talk with Tiffany and Ashanti. Again, that's Facebook, not just girl talk with Tiffany and Ashanti. And of course, we are on YouTube where we need you guys to hit the little bell to subscribe to get all of our notifications when we drop new content. And we are available on YouTube at Not Just Girl Talk Podcast. Again, that's YouTube at Not Just Girl Talk Podcast. And we're also available in the Twitter universe at Not Just Girl T. Again, that's at Not Just Girl T. And lastly, we are on TikTok at Not Just Girl Talk Podcast. Again, that's Not Just Girl Talk Podcast on TikTok.
Yes. So make sure y'all letting y'all people and y'all cousin them know.
Shout out to California. This last episode, California is coming through day ones. Like Paris still day ones internationally. And Canada's up there. It's Cali now, Cali, and Ohio still, so California, Ohio. Like,
okay.
Y'all.
We thank y'all for telling y'all cousin them. We see the love. Yes, thank y'all. We appreciate that. Beverage. So we're gonna move into our beverage of the day. Y'all already know before we get started, we gotta have something to sip on, and we want y'all to have something in your hand to sip on too. So Tiffany, what you sipping on right now?
Okay, so I am sipping on a little ginger ale.
Okay.
Just
she's been wilding out.
Seltzer, not seltzer, or seltzer or whatever. Don't. Ginger ale.
Don't be talking about my seltzer. My seltzer be popping.
Ginger ale cures everything.
It do.
Tell me.
I got my lemonade in my mug so that I'm drinking on just some good lemonade today. So let us know what y'all sipping on. Make sure you got some in your hand while you're sitting back listening to us and engaging with us with y'all comments. Thank you. So we're gonna move on into our show. So we have our sip on it or speak on it segment. Tiffany, definitely let us know what we're gonna be talking about. What you got? What you got for us?
So we got some mask madness going on. I'm telling you,
say it again. Some what?
Mask, like face mask that we wear. Madness. Like that's what
mask madness.
I'm telling you, because US of A, we just got to be different. Like we don't listen. We don't like to listen to people. You seen the TikTok where they is like, we got to go back and lock down, and all the other countries doing what they supposed to, and then US of A or all the states in US of A, they like, let me go to the beach.
We chilling. We ignoring it like the check engine light, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you. Hey, but sometimes it be a system thing. Sometimes it be a system. But we just, we can't get it together. So the governor of Texas,
he is
these down south states. Went and moved up north, but up down here, we kind of, I'm
okay.
all on the ignorance of Texas. Yeah, I said what I said. Texas, Florida, governors talking about we don't need a mask. The governor of Florida not requiring or signed an executive order for students not to have to wear masks to school or be required to. In Texas, he just saying that he banning, like, even businesses trying to say he's gonna start fining them if they telling people they're enforcing mask mandates.
Wow.
Absolutely, they crazy. They down south is just different breeds. Like
It's
up north,
different.
y'all
I
got a little
can
bit of
say.
sense. Our vaccination rates are crazy low, but up north,
They said within the
y'all get y'all
last,
shot. Y'all get y'all shots. But this
yeah.
right here, and I'm not saying everybody, you do what you do. This your body. I'm not saying that, but it's just like this thing ain't going nowhere if we don't have a higher
Work together.
vaccination. Right. You gotta get, the vaccination rate. If it ain't up there, then we still got people that can get infected and pass it on. So I was vaccinated, but I'm still wearing my mask. And then
Oh, for sure.
Florida governor, he said he signed that executive order the next day. They got the highest number of cases since COVID came out in their state,
Mm.
Florida. New
Everybody
COVID
been going to
cases.
Florida though. Okay, so my
I was in Florida, but I've been vaccinated and I was wearing my
you
mask.
had your mask on.
Yes, I was. Like we'd be outside, we was walk outside walking with masks, like, cause you gotta walk past people.
Yeah, and Florida has been hot popping, baby. Everybody has been hitting Florida like it is the new tourist spot. It's new on the map. Okay, Florida has been popping, and a lot of people who have gone to Florida. I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of folks. I even know a cousin of mine went to Florida and is currently in the hospital.
See,
Admitted, and
and
I mean, it's not going nowhere. People, it's
and
still here. It's still here, and people are still getting sick. Like the twins, they just turned 12. When they turned 12 on a what Wednesday. They had their birthday, and then Monday we was at the spot getting vaccinated. My
mm,
daughter, she's out of town in New Orleans. I'm like, okay, her grandmama took her, get her vaccinated. Like my permission, we like let her get vaccinated. So when she come back, we're ready for that second shot. So when school gets started, my kids have had a second shot, they're prepared. So for me, I'd rather have something to cover them than for me to be like I didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I'm fully vaxxed and Fat fully vaxxed. So now I'm just waiting for the twins and Jay to get on, and we'll have a fully vaccinated household.
But see, and that's the thing. People say, "Oh, you get the vaccine, you can still get it." Nobody's saying you can't, but it's
Right.
protection to help make sure that even if you do get it, the symptoms are not as debilitating. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Or death hopefully doesn't occur because you get it, type thing.
Right.
But
Right.
and then down south we are backwards thinking for the most part. But Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, she's opposite of these governors. She's a mayor
Right.
though, and she's like, "Nah, we going back to phase 3. We limiting the capacity at restaurants. Y'all wearing
Mhm.
masks. Executive order, yes." So
Yeah.
even though she down south, but she's a mayor, not the governor. So
But I also think I look at it too sometimes from like she's a woman, and we have a caring. We are more of a nurturers by nature. I think so. So when things happen, I think that we also think about just being nurturing, caring about. Not saying that the men don't care, but I think it's a different type of care because just in general, dads and moms, we all care equally about our child, but how we care for them and how the dad cares for them is totally different. You know what I'm saying? That they just ignore it. But
facts.
so I'm thinking also with her being a woman, she just has a different type of care that she's implementing from just the natural innate, ability that women have as far as nurturers and protecting. I don't understand. We see if the evidence is here, the evidence is here. It's evident. It's not just here. It is a worldwide issue. It didn't just happen over here. It just happened over. It's all over, and we still can't put just a mask on. Why folks hard
That's
headed?
the thing is, I don't like the fact. Okay, if you don't want to get vaccinated, that's your body, your choice. I
Right.
can protect myself and mine, right? But who are you to try to force or tell people you want to penalize them because they want to be safe? They don't want
Mm,
anybody coming in their business and you gonna
mm,
possibly find them.
it's true.
Get up out of here. Y'all always talking about some uh we you know whatever their rights or whatever,
Oh
trying to
God,
take
sit
their
down
rights
somewhere.
away and all of this stuff. Well, you taking the business owners' rights away. They got the right to let who they want in their business.
Yeah, for their
You don't
and
got no
this is their
mask.
safety, their life, for their
Right.
family.
And
Oh
then
my God.
when you talk about school, the kids don't have to wear masks. I mean,
Ugh.
okay, I just feel like teachers, I'm a teacher, so I guess that's offensive for me altogether because, you know,
Mhm.
in the county that I just left, they didn't require, you didn't have to wear a mask. I did as a teacher, but that's in a horrible position because I gotta work, right? I gotta work. I
Mhm.
got two kids to take care of, and that's my profession. So I'm gonna do my job, but I would, especially when
Yeah.
this stuff first started popping out, we didn't know what to expect and all of this. So I don't know.
And then you know what? You really can't afford to even get sick. You know what I'm saying? You and they talking about no masks are required. What if teachers have medical
Exactly.
issues that they not of course they don't have to disclose to the children, but that could affect them, and you not making the kids who are not eligible to be vaccinated have to wear masks. So I feel like if you're not, my personal opinion, y'all, if you are not eligible to get the vaccine, you should wear a mask. And if you don't have it, you should wear the mask. If you are eligible, if you do have the vaccine, then if they choose to or not, then I think that can be an option. But I mean, I'm just still gonna wear mine, and my
I'm
kids
telling you,
gonna
I
wear
rock
theirs.
my. I got all different kinds. I love it.
My my kids weren't, and I told them when y'all go to school, I'm not playing. Put the mask on, and I said it just like that. Put the mask on. And I'm telling you, I don't feel like it. I said I bought them today. I went and bought everybody like Clorox wipes. So I bought everybody on
The
Clorox. They're gonna
school
have a
supply.
good. Let's
School
say school
supply.
supplies. They're gonna have a goodie a cleaning bag. So when they go into each classroom, pull out pull your little wipe out of Clorox wipe it down when you go to lunch. Pull your wipe out, wipe the section down. I got them those little bitty Lysol cans. Spray down, let it dry, and then you can have a seat. And anybody get close to you, I told myself, just put your arm out. That'll give you the distance. That lets you know if they're in your space. Just put your arm
They're not
out.
doing all that. I'm a middle school
just,
teacher. They ain't doing all that. I'm gonna tell you now. Nope.
just, just
They're
put
gonna
your
be
arm
all
out.
over each other, touching. Like for real, that's just what they do in middle school. In school,
God.
period. Like, kids ain't. They don't
I did.
listen.
Hopefully they'll put their arm out and be like, wait a minute. But they're gonna have masks, and I told them they're gonna have a shield, a mask, and their cleaning goodie bag, and they vaccinated.
The shield too.
They were my kids will
They
wear
gonna
a
be the.
shield,
It's
a
okay. I'm not
mask,
judging nothing.
and they're
Tell them.
vaccinated, and they will come with their cleaning bags. And I, because I'm thinking about the flu. I think other things that they haven't been exposed to is about to come back with the vengeance
That's
because they
true.
haven't been in those environments. They haven't had
Mhm.
any contact, with colds or flus or other germy things that just happen naturally. So I think those things are going to come back with a vengeance. So I'm trying to protect all of that because I can't be because my household is four of them. One gets sick, we got a domino effect. It's about to happen.
You
We
right.
own the domino. I can't be doing that. Then if I get sick, we're gonna be. I gotta take care of me now.
So
Whew, that
y'all
was a long sip on to speak on it, but we had to get that
listen,
out there because it's a lot of madness.
please.
Like Tiffany said, mask madness.
We'd appreciate it as educators.
So
Not
let us know what y'all think about this mask madness that's happening right now. And I sip on to speak on it. If you got something to say what you gotta say. If you ain't got nothing to say, just put your wine glass and your beverage, up and take a sip on it. Okay. So we're gonna move on into our topic of discussion for today. And I'm gonna let Tiffany introduce the topic, y'all. So Tiff, I'm gonna let you go ahead and jump into the topic for
so
today.
so you guys know that we've been friends a long time. So before pre-kids, it's middle school, all of this. So now we're of a particular age and we have children and husbands. But now that we are parents, we want to talk about today grandparents parenting the parents.
Hmm.
So my mama
Amen.
parenting me, telling me how to parent my kids because they can. So we want to talk about some different things that we go through. I don't know, and we want y'all to communicate and let us know what y'all have
Mm.
experienced. But we gonna go through some stuff and let y'all know. And we love y'all, mamas. You know,
Mhm.
we have a podcast, so we have to bring truth to light. It's a thing. I'm just saying.
What's
But
done to the dog will come to the light on the
yes,
podcast.
I know. But but it's a lot of different things. Like our
Oh,
parents be different. Like they different parents to us. That's the first thing. Like they were different parents than they are grandparents. Let's
I'm
talk about
telling you right now, my mama. I'm gonna speak on my mother. Hey, ma, how you doing? Hey, girl. But my mom, she sure enough is a different grandparent than she was a parent because my kids seem to be able to get away with things that I dare not even ask about. So, example, my daughter. Okay, so Jade, she was like, something happened with the boys. I let them go over somebody's house. This was pre-COVID. Back in the day we was living normal, but she was able, the boys went somewhere or whatever, and she wanted to go somewhere. And I don't know why I did not let her go, or whatever the case may be. She must have done something where she wasn't able to go. So the boys were able to leave and she wasn't. So she proceeded to come to the front and she was like, "Mom," and I pride myself on having, I allow them to ask me questions and we can talk to each other. And she was like, "Mom," I was like, "Yeah, what's going on, Jade?" She said, "I don't feel that it is fair that you allowed." She didn't finish. She did not finish her statement. I said, "Did you come up here and approach me? Did you approach me about an issue that you don't feel is just as a child?" Oh, she got she ain't come around that corner no more. Somebody she feel. I feel it is unfair. Did you, girl? I'm gonna need you to step back and be in the child's place. Now, this we won't discuss. I have laid a ground rule and have given a foundation. Here go my mama. Shanti, I think she was really just asking you. She wasn't approaching you. Mom, stop. You know good and well there would be no way I can come up and say, "Ma, I don't feel like it's fair that you let Mitra and Ashley do." What? Oh, it's going down.
yeah, and then my mom, her big thing, well, one of the things, Erin is a very picky eater. Right. She just
Yeah.
sometimes it's just, but we are trying to stick legs to the ground. Like, no, we're not cooking extra stuff for you or different things because you picky. You eat what I cook.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say we kind of were bad. We used to try to, so she'll eat, but we're like, no, you eat what's prepared or you go to bed hungry. My mom's like, well, everybody just don't eat the same thing. I mean, she may not like that. And excuse me?
Your mama would have told us, "Y'all finna eat this food that's in here," and we're gonna be like, "Yes, ma'am."
I know, like she's one of the crazy. Like I didn't try her. Like, well, I had a smart mouth, but she
I was gonna say, wait a minute
all the
now.
time. I tried her, but I got in trouble a lot. Not gonna,
Mm-hmm. This
say,
was a
but
mess.
I got in trouble a lot. So I knew she was crazy, but I still
Tried it. Still was trying it. That's what I'm saying. Like my mom was like, "Well, Shanti, I think she just really didn't mean that, Mom." If I had said anything, my sisters back me up here because you all know Mama was not going for that. Like not at all, and we all know this. Like,
especially
even now,
the oldest child too.
and I'm the
We're both
oldest.
the oldest.
We are. I got the brunt of
So we know what
everything.
it is. You know what it is.
I'm mad
But
now thinking about it.
these grandbabies, they a different story.
Mm.
Discipline, right? So we discipline a little differently than my mama. I'm not gonna say it's any abuse because that's just what it was. Like that's how we were parent. This is how we were parented, right? Spare the rods for the child, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I grew up on. Like
Right.
you do what?
Got a whooping.
You got to whoop it, and that's just what it was. Well, my oldest, that didn't work. That doesn't work for her.
Mm-hmm.
To my mom, she like, no, all you need to do every time she get in trouble, you need to spank her. You ain't spanking her right, and all of this. And I'm like, Mama, this is not working for her. So just a little background. my baby, she just had some issues in preschool. Like she was having tantrums a little longer than most.
You was
And
messing with her.
I,
They were just messing with her. But go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
but I tried that. I'm like, I'm spanking her. I'm doing like, I just thought, and she's my first child. So I'm like, well, this is how I was done. This is supposed to work. And my child's supposed to come out and just listen, right? Because that's what I mean. Like, even if I did try it, I didn't keep trying it, right? Like
Right.
I learned my lesson because I don't want my lip, or I don't want to be jacked up. But like my baby, it just didn't work for her. But I know my child, my oldest, she's she is very smart, very intelligent. So if you explain to her, and you of course take stuff from her, but explaining to her why this is wrong, and she really understands that better than you beating whooping her. You know what I mean? And but
Yeah.
my youngest, she's that child that this is the line. My child on it, tiptoeing about over it, right? So she that child that's gonna try it. But my mama don't see no wrong either with her, neither one of them. But my mama, she's when it comes to me discipline, like if they do something wrong, she think it's just better odds for the child.
Yeah,
You
you're
you
supposed to
gotta
get a
whoop them
pop.
and all of that.
You
And
gotta
I
get a pop.
feel differently. I feel like because I felt like I whooped my oldest so much, with my younger, I'm trying to do different things. Like I
Hmm.
do a combination of, yeah, I do timeouts. I do some
I've never
timeouts,
done timeout.
but I'm telling you, like with Aaron, I didn't, I didn't, because that's not how I was raised. But because we went through so much, I'm like, no. And I was listening to my
To a lot.
mama and the preschool and all of this stuff saying, they need to be disciplined and spanked and all of this. And I'm like, well, that doesn't always work. Every child is different. And
Hmm.
so I definitely think, like, yeah, like my mama, I have to tell her, mama, well, I'm gonna raise my babies how I see fit. Every child's different. But with
Yeah.
Elena, you know, she
And
different.
everybody is different. I would definitely agree with that. Like all my kids have different personalities, so I love and discipline everybody according to their needs. So
Yeah.
like going back to love language, from our way first episode, almost second or whatever
Check it
Valentine's
out. Love
episode.
and dating.
Yes, love and dating from that episode. Kids have love languages.
They do. It's a
So
whole book
I
too.
yeah, where they have ways they like to be loved. So I hug and kiss on them differently, and as well as I discipline everybody differently. Now they big now. I ain't got time to be whooping, and they already know if I have to. If it results to me jacking you, you've gone too far because I don't have to do all that. You get a quick look. If you're on the YouTube, you'll see the look. Coming. You get a look,
Yeah, I
and
know.
they already know. Shut it down. It's over. But my mom, on the other hand, let's see, um, from let me see what I have here. Oh, so when they was little, my mom now was always like, when it comes to making sure they had what they needed. Do they have extra outfit in their bag? Did you pack the extra this? Or make sure you check that. Make sure you check this. It was always something that I had to double, triple check. Um, and all of it. Like it was just a thing. It was
Okay.
always make sure this, make sure that,
I
check this.
agree.
Do they have that? Do they have this? So I think as a
Oh,
parent, it was one of those things that I kind of was like, am I doing this right? Do I have this? Do I have that? Like I'm
yeah.
constantly second guessing myself and triple checking myself like over and over.
Yeah, like my babies have eczema, bad, but I did too. My husband did too, so they were doomed for eczema, right? But like even now when we go to Memphis to visit, like I know how what's my children's skin, they got two prescriptions. One is for major flare-ups, that if they just had a major flare-up, then they gonna use that prescription-based hydrocortisone. And if it's not, it's one they use every day that acts as a steroid, but not a steroid cream. So we use that daily. And We got a specific lotion and lotions rather. We use more than one on them day and night. But my mama still, she no matter what I bring down there, she gonna go to Walmart and she
Oh
gonna buy
wow.
her Aveeno oatmeal bath. She gonna get some Aveeno body wash. She gonna get her own hydrocortisone from the Walmart. Like, yeah,
Really?
oh, yes, my mom does all of that. She gonna get them. So again, mom, love you, but it's just it's at some point it's a waste of money. Like, I mean, like
Yeah.
I'm not capable, but I think my mom is kind of like, I know how to do this. Like I think in her head, she, and I'm not doubting, like she's done great things. Praise I mean, I'm not saying that, but these still are my kids at this point. And
They
so
don't know how to let go. I think they still see us
yeah,
as kids
yeah,
because, like, even though my kids are getting older, I'm like, y'all still my babies.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I know my mom sees me as an adult, but I think
yeah,
coming into the role of parenthood, it was like,
yeah,
let me make sure that I know that you know what to do. And sometimes in you making sure that I know what to do, it can come off like I don't know what I'm doing. And
right.
they're just probably just trying to make
And
sure that we
my
know
mama
what
probably would go a step further and say, "You don't know
you
what you're
don't.
doing." Like y'all got to know our parents. My mama just she like, "You don't know what you're doing," or she'll tell me if the doctor, like, when my baby, with the water, I didn't give my
Uh-huh.
baby water to 6 months. But that was because I was like, well, they're not supposed to. And I was breastfeeding. So my mama, one, she didn't breastfeed. So that was just a whole new category for her. But she did not support it, but she just didn't understand it. But it was just kind of
Right.
like, get that baby some water. That baby needs some water. It's like, no, I'm not giving the baby. You like whole like I think her and my dad came to visit, and she was like, you need to give her a little bit of water. But at that point when she said it, she had already said this at least 10 more times before, and I've said the same thing. I'm not giving her water because it was
Mm.
just, I just had Aaron at the time. We got into a full out argument over water,
Overwater.
and my dad is sitting there like, uh, like,
Oh my goodness.
but
Well,
yeah,
I haven't.
just over water. Like, it's just, I don't know. Like, it's just, and my mama, does your mom, I don't know about yours, but my mama, like, them doctors don't know what they talking about.
Now my mom believe in going to the doctor. You
No,
get a
my mama
scrape.
believe in going to the doctor, but she's saying, like, if the doctor say something that she don't think is right, all them
Well, you know
doctors
how
don't know
we
what
do.
they talking about.
Well,
Mm,
we gave a little. I put a little cereal in the bottle before it was time to put cereal in the bottle. Who didn't do that? Doctors don't know what they're talking
yeah.
about. So I mean, I'm that person too. So like, I think I'm on her team a little bit,
No,
but
I did cereal in the bottle for Aaron.
I want to say
Elena
Elena.
slept
I'm gonna
well.
say
Was it
Elena.
Elena?
I'm gonna say Elena
Aaron,
because
I
I
thought
even with
Aaron had
Elena, like,
the rough time sleeping. Like, Aaron was
yeah,
one that
but
I
when
tried laying on the
Aaron
back.
was,
I
I
tried
told
Aaron on the
you. I
back. I
said,
put
girl,
her
lay
on
that
that
baby on her
stomach and
stomach.
watched her breathe for a couple times.
I told you. I said, Till,
But
put that baby
Elena
on her
laid on her
stomach.
back. Elena did. She did fine on her back. So that's
And
what
when
I'm
I
saying.
came out there when she was born, I had her on her side, and I was, y'all. I came when Tiffany had Elena. Okay, I said, I'm gonna come to Nashville. I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna give y'all a little break. New mom,
Be careful
all
what
of
you ask
that.
for.
I come out there to Nashville. I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh, she's very cute. I'm like, and at this time, my baby's big. Like, I got big. I got all the babies. It's been a while since I've been on this journey. When I tell y'all, that baby woke up. I was like, okay, I gotta get up. Tiffany done rolled the bassinet in there with me. She done rolled everything in there. She's like, some bottle. I'm talking about her area was like, we are in our own space. We sleep. You want to help us? We ain't. We gonna let you, man.
Yeah.
When I say I was
Yeah.
sleepwalking, I said, Lord, yeah, this is. I forgot
Facts.
about these days. I'm like,
Facts.
Jesus. And I didn't want to go wake them up because then I'm gonna feel like I came to help y'all. Then I'm gonna hear talking about get y'all baby.
Yeah. I
Tim was
mean,
like, girl, did she wake up? Slept good and everything. Girl, how was this?
yeah. Nuh-uh. You was like, she
Yeah,
was fine. You said
she
she
did good.
was
She woke up.
fine.
She woke up twice, and it was like I was woke when she woke up the first time, but then I think she woke up. It had to be about 3:30 ish in the morning. Like I'm
You
like,
were hungry.
ooh, hungry. I'm like, let me get down these steps. Then I gotta go down steps. I have to make sure I didn't fall down the steps, Lord. Can't be following folks' children.
Ooh.
But yeah, like laying the baby on like people for me, I like to let my kids lay on their stomach and their side. And I watched them and I made sure their head was turned. And I always like checked on them. That's how they slept. On the back, I be thinking they're gonna choke on the back. That's why I didn't do laying on the back. But yeah, my mom was very she was very helpful. She was really helpful. But some stuff now, like when they get older, it's different. Now that they older, it's like, well, you can let them go here. Could I do that? Could
I
I go hang
know.
out like that?
My mama asked me, so when is what's the next thing, Aaron, or what you signing them up for? I'm like, I'm just getting over dance. Like I was traumatized for real. Like I don't know how they do it, this dance, mom. And then I'm back and I'm in a new school district. I done changed, I'm teaching and I'm teaching math in addition to science. I've always taught science. So but this is just, I don't know what this year is going to bring, but I am anticipating, excuse me, it's going to be crazy. And then
Oh,
adding them both being in something, I just can't even wrap my head around. My mom like, you need to make sure they stay in stuff. I'm like,
see, how
okay.
much stuff was I?
Like, gosh, I feel
Well,
like, I mean, I
we
want
was cheerleaders and majorettes, so
but what grade was that? I was able to get myself to those things and
well, true.
yeah, so I'm saying when I was younger, I mean, I think I did Girl Scouts, off and on, but
Mm.
just consistently. Like, so I am trying to give them things that, I want them to enjoy childhood and all of that. But sometimes it's just too much. I need a break or it's exhausting. But my mama, like, no, they need to do stuff and be in everything. I'm like, ugh. And then with potty training, like,
Well, see,
shout
she
out to
came
my
through though.
mama.
I ain't gonna
Shout
lie,
out
she
to
came
mama
through
though.
though.
Shout out to mama though. She did with this with second one, Elena. Y'all, my baby. So Erin, she was a late walker. She didn't walk until that's another story. But anyway, she didn't walk to 14 months, I want to say. My mom was like, she should have had them hard bottoms. That's why she ain't walking. Dr. Brown's shoes. Like, okay, whatever. But
She walked. She had them hard bottoms on her feet.
she did. That what she said. She said what she said. But now potty training, Erin did fine with potty training. She did, but I don't know if it was because Elena came a little bit after COVID. I mean before COVID. So by the time she was my mama felt like when you won, you need to start getting on the pot. And I'm like, well, she's won. I'm okay with putting a pull up on her and still introducing the pot to her, but we're not asking her to buy pull ups at all. But she's like, she needs to, every time she talks to me, she needs to be potty trained. I don't know what y'all doing. And long story short, COVID happened, and I don't know if she got did she
I think
her
they
her
went
daycare
there.
closed down because somebody had got COVID, so they had to close for a certain amount of time.
Hmm.
And so stuff that COVID just adjusted everybody like, but we don't
Right.
have family here. So we literally, Memphis is 3 hours away. So we drove her to Memphis. But when I tell you my baby came back potty trained over that weekend, or however many days she was there, 4 days or something, maybe a total of
Potty
4 or 5
train.
days, potty trained. I kid you not. My mama did not put anything but panties on her. Because I sent both, because I really was trying to potty train and homeschool two kids. So I'm trying to potty train one, and I had Princess Academy is what I called my little homeschool for Aaron. God, I was serious, but I was
Oh,
crazy too. I was going crazy, and I'm like, listen, somebody, the ball's dropping somewhere. So,
I feel for y'all
but yeah,
elementary
when she
parents.
came back though,
Potty train.
potty trained. And I look at the daycare, I was like, well, she's potty trained now, but I still put a lot of panties in here or whatever. And she just wasn't using it on herself. Like, it's like she's going to the pot. Like literally.
That's
So
what
now
girl.
if she has an accident, I look at her, not she ain't had one in a while, but I'm like, what happened? Did she not know? Did y'all not? And they was like, that's just a fluke. She does. They have to tell me that that's just a fluke, Miss Franklin. Or they call me Tiffany. Like, it's just a fluke. She goes to the restroom. She know how to go herself, and I'm like,
Oh yeah, your mama did that. She did that.
shout out to
Jay,
mama.
Jay got potty trained. I potty trained her quickly because I was pregnant with twins. So I
Well,
had 5-year-old, a 1-year-old, and two
I
infants.
would have been like, girl.
I said, we're not buying pull-ups and Pampers for 2 children. That's a money guzzler. We're not doing that. I said, you're gonna get potty trained. Jay took her a week to get potty trained, literally. Got on that pot
I felt like she
consistent.
was like that
A
too.
week. It was
But
done.
see, Elena just is a different breed. Like she's just like she would, but she listened to her grandma. It's something I don't know what grandma told her.
They got that special bond. That's what they got.
She's a whole mess, girl. But this, and I breastfed, and so my husband's mom and my mama, they were like, is
then
the
you got the
baby
double
enough
whammy.
food? They were like, are you getting enough food? The baby getting enough food? I don't know. Do you think you need to give them some more? I just think they're not getting enough.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, I went.
So
through
you
all
had the
that.
double. You got the double whammy coming. Yeah, no.
Your mama though was more because my mama is my mama. One, if you gotta know her to know she don't have a filter.
Yeah, no.
But Arian's mom was just more so like, yeah, I mean, you think she get, she's
right. Saying without saying.
Yeah.
Like,
tell me
really
you
okay?
This without this. Tell me you don't prove without telling me you don't prove. Yeah. But yeah, girl, but
these grandparents.
They're different.
Yeah. Grandparents be parenting. So let us know if y'all exactly. We still grandparents be parenting the parents because we still the children. That's a word for somebody today.
Y'all better let us know what y'all stories are, baby.
Yes, let us know.
Just a few. This is
exactly just a little. It's a snip. Let us know how y'all feel if y'all parents, which are the grandparents, be parenting the parents on how to parent their kids, and how many grandparents let their kids get away with stuff that they would never let us get away with. We got popped in the back, popped the side of our head.
You couldn't even get it out.
You can't get nothing out. Mom, I just want to say I think it's unfair that I would have been in the flow. It'd have been done. Oh my goodness. So y'all let us know y'all experiences on the topic of discussion for today. And Tiffany, gonna let y'all know about our soul food that we have to send y'all off for the week because we definitely want to send you off in the week with something to feed your soul. So Tiffany, what you got?
So this week it's short and sweet. Our soul food for today is you have the power to protect your peace. Again, that is you have the power to protect your peace. So I think because we were talking about, our parents are they mean well and we love y'all. Truly, we do. However, we've learned that we, I'm gonna let you say whatever, but I'm still gonna hang up and do what I choose. So I still protect my peace.
That's in the midst of the comments, we're protecting our peace. Yes, always. So y'all, we make sure y'all let somebody know how to reach us. Make sure you tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend about Not Just Girl Talk. And before we get out of here, Tiffany gonna let y'all know one more time where you can tell them to tell your cousin and them to reach us at.
Yes, please make sure you guys follow us on IG at NotJustGirl_Talk. Again, that's IG at NotJustGirl_Talk. And then we are available on Facebook at Not Just Girl Talk with Tiffany and Ashanti. Again, that's Not Just Girl Talk with Tiffany and Ashanti. And then on YouTube, make sure you guys hit the little bell and make sure you get all of the subscription notifications when we drop new content. And that's at Not Just Girl Talk Podcast. Again, that's YouTube at Not Just Girl Talk Podcast. And then we're available in the Twitter universe at Not Just Girl T. Again, follow us on Twitter as well at Not Just Girl T. And lastly, we have our TikTok account that is growing. So please follow us on there at Not Just Girl Talk Podcast. Again, that's at Not Just Girl Talk Podcast.
Yes, thank y'all so much for tuning in to us, and make sure you are telling a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. And it's two things that we want you to do when you're listening to Not Just Girl Talk. Number one is refill your cup.
And vibe with Tiffany and Ashanti.